Premier League Nottingham Forest vs Chelsea prediction, team news, lineups preview. Potentially just 1 point away from being assured of Premier League survival, Nottingham Forest's final home game of the season sees Chelsea arrive at the City Ground on Saturday. The Tricky Trees are on the cusp of safety thanks to last weekend's 3-1 beating of already relegated Sheffield United, while the Blues crushed West Ham United 5-0 to remain in control of their top 7 destiny. Match preview. Once regarded as the star boy of the Chelsea Academy, things did not work out as intended for Callum Hudson-Odoi in West London, but the England international attacker has enjoyed quite the renaissance in a Forest jersey and stole the show at Bramall Lane last weekend. Ben Brereton Diaz's spot kick may have propelled the demoted Blades into an early advantage, but 2 well-taken strikes from Hudson-Odoi either side of a maiden Ryan Yates Premier League goal ended the Garibaldi's 4-game streak without victory and kept their top-flight fate in their own hands. Hovering 3 points above 18th-placed Luton Town and sitting 6 clear of Burnley in 19th, Forest will be safe with 1 game to spare if they can better both teams' results this weekend. So they only need to hold Chelsea to a draw if the Hatters and Clarets lose to West Ham and Tottenham Hotspur respectively. A dissatisfactory set of results for Nuno Espirito Santo's men this weekend, and the fight for survival could be taken to the closing match week, where Burnley await for a possible clash of epic proportions, and the Tricky Trees are also mourning the 4 points they have lost after their appeal against their deduction was rejected. While Forest have only won back-to-back Premier League games 3 times since their return to the big time in 2022, their most recent pair of straight successes began with a 3-1 away win at Newcastle United on Boxing Day before a home triumph over another fallen Titan, edging out Manchester United 2-1. The historical omens may therefore be promising for Santo's crop, but Chelsea's May exploits make for grim reading for those of a City Ground persuasion, as Mauricio Pochettino's side have begun the month with 7 goals scored and 0 conceded in a pair of London derbies, after deservedly downing Tottenham Hotspur 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. The Blues hammered the final nail into David Moyes' hammer's coffin with a 5-0 slaughter of the Europa Conference League holders last weekend, where Nicholas Jackson and Noni Madueke were the stars of the show. Sitting 7th in the table with a 2-point gap to make up to Newcastle United, Chelsea's current standing may suffice for Europa Conference League football if Manchester United, who are only behind on goal difference, lose to Manchester City in this year's FA Cup final, which would see the 2nd Europa League spot pass to the 6th-placed team. For all of their prolific Stamford Bridge displays, though, Chelsea have misplaced their formula for success on the road and head to the City Ground winless in their last 5 Premier League matches on rival territory, and they have not kept a clean sheet away from home in the top flight since October. Each of Chelsea's last 14 Premier League away contests has seen Pochettino's players ship at least 1 goal. And after triumphing in 7 consecutive games against Forest from 1998 to 2020, they are now without victory in their last 3 head-to-heads, going down 1-0 at Stamford Bridge in September by virtue of an Anthony Elanga strike. Team news. Forest boss Santo rejoiced in a quadruple injury boost before the win over Sheffield United, as Mario, Willy Boley, Nicolas Dominguez and Taiwo Awoniyi were all given the green light to make the matchday squad, and all 4 made it onto the pitch at some point. As a result, the only absentee for the Reds to contend with this weekend is Nico Williams, whose thigh injury is not expected to heal in time for Saturday's game. But Santo is keeping his fingers crossed that he might be available for the possible 6-pointer with Burnley. Awoniyi's return to fitness could spell danger for Chris Wood at the tip of the Forest attack, while Hudson-Odoi, enjoying his most productive Premier League campaign with 7 goals to his name, surges down the left flank. Chelsea's well-documented injury crisis also eased significantly before the visit of the Irons to Stamford Bridge, as Axel Disasi, Levi Colwill, Christopher Nkunku, Raheem Sterling and Malo Gusto beefed up a hitherto youthful bench packed to the brim with academy products. However, Pochettino should still be working around the absences of 8 infirm troops this weekend, as Reece James thigh, Ben Chilwell knee, Robert Sanchez unspecified, Leslie Ugochukwu hamstring, Wesley Fofana knee, Carney Chukwuemeka knee, Romeo Lavia thigh and Enzo Fernandez hernia continue their recoveries. The manner of last weekend's emphatic triumph means that changes will surely be kept to a minimum from the visiting boss, although he may prefer a more natural right-back in Gusto than Trevoh Chalobah to deal with an in-form Hudson-Odoi. Nottingham Forest possible starting lineup: Sells, Montiel, Boli, Murillo, Aina, Yates, Danilo, Alenga, Gibbs-White, Hudson-Odoi, Awoniyi. Chelsea possible starting lineup: Petrovic, Gusto, Silva, Badiashile, Cucurella, Gallagher, Caicedo, Maduk, Palmer, Mudryk, Jackson. We say, Nottingham Forest 2-3 Chelsea. Chelsea's impressive home exploits have not translated into praiseworthy performances on the road in the latter stages of the season. And Forest's effervescent attackers should be licking their lips if the visitors' defensive record on rival turf is anything to go by. Goals should be a guarantee in this fascinating battle. But a free-scoring Chelsea side who have seen their ranks strengthened by several returning players get our vote to enhance their European credentials and deny Forest the chance to secure their Premier League status. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.